we have this cold front that's coming through, helping to dislodge that heat. And in that process of doing so, it sparks a threat for severe weather. So this is actually one thing that's just in this morning. The severe storm threat level upgraded to a level 2 out of 5 in the mid-Atlantic and the Northeast. Then this encompasses major I-95 cities, including New York City, Philadelphia, and down to D.C. So you look at the overall threat that we have, and there will be this environment that's conducive for severe weather as this cold front continues to sag down to the south. It's been working its way through the Ohio Valley this morning, and at one point we did have severe weather. But you look at the latest storm reports coming in from yesterday, so it's nothing that's new for parts of the Northeast over the past 24 hours. We did have numerous reports of thunderstorm wind damage, specifically looking at across Massachusetts, where you had thunderstorm wind damage reported in the suburb of Milton. A tree was down on a car. And then you take a look at Worcester. Check this out. A reported wind gusts of 68 miles per hour. Now, here's the thing. The threat for the severe storms, it's going to be farther south. So really for areas of far southern New England today, Boston, you are not included in that severe storm threat, although some of those storms could still pack a punch. But you can see where it's highlighted for that level 2 risk from New York down to Washington, D.C., Charleston. That's where there's going to be more of an environment that's capable of producing damaging wind. And that's the reason that the storm threat was upgraded, because we're looking at the overall environment likely capable of even producing downbursts. So that will be a concern, especially again in terms of any damage that we could have with trees falling down and large hail. We can't rule that out as well.
I think we even look at the coverage, too. The coverage of these storms, that's one of the reasons why we've seen that upgrade from the SPC. It looks to be widespread. I mean, I think a lot of us will have those storms, and there have been these features that we have at play that are helping enhance that moisture just a little bit, just give that extra oomph that could make these storms a bit more intense. But that 68-mile-per-hour wind gust that you showed, that's impressive. I mean, especially for kind of a run-of-the-mill summer-like storm yesterday.
It certainly was. And a place like Worcester, you have a little bit of elevation, but still, that's a strong wind gust. And we will have that moisture transport, and you can already see where we have some of the moisture and some of the storms firing off, especially in areas of the Ohio River Valley. At this point, none of those were severe. Earlier this morning, we did have a severe warned storm, and that was making its way through Columbus. And now you can see that cluster fizzling out as it continues north of I-70. But here's that flash flood threat, because we showed you that available moisture transport out ahead of that front. A tut low also helping to increase that moisture transport, so specifically looking at across the Appalachians potentially.
It's that the chaos theory, right? Just a little impact can have a big ripple down the road, or a little ripple can have a big impact down the road. So yeah, all these facets that we're looking at. I think the front is the main driver today, though. That front going to nudge a little farther to the south. The orientation of that front, though, is going to assist in that southwest, that very stubborn southwest flow, because that's where the heavy rain signal is going to grow. Interesting that Philadelphia is kind of where that excessive rain outlook cuts off. I wonder if that'll be extended later this afternoon, a little farther to the north. We'll see.
Because it almost looks like you still have
the heavy rain.
Heavy rain. And likely this front is going to stall out near the Delmarva Peninsula come tomorrow, so we'll keep some of these showers around into the early morning. But at this point, it's not going to be as heavy, and it's not going to be severe, and it's certainly going to be a much different air mass. That cold front doing cold front things. You look at Washington, D.C., in around the vicinity, we do have showers and storms.
And those storms are going to translate into rain that won't go away as we head toward the Memorial Day weekend.